just gonna wait for a couple people to pop up here and we'll get started. Got some bubbles. Party. Hello everybody. Hi. I see you, Janice. It's just us right now, but let's give it a couple more minutes and we'll get started. Oh, I see 5 people. Hey everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. We're having the live launch party of AsiaDIY. Welcome. I'm just blowing some bubbles, waiting for people to show up. Still a little early. Hi, hey, welcome. Good to see you. Oh, thanks for coming. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't even know. You can't even see the bubbles I'm blowing, but hello, welcome. We are having the launch party of AsiaDIY and all of this. Okay, so we're just gonna open up the floor to some suggestions, comments. Ooh, that was not okay. Kick the whole stand. Okay, get my life together. There's bubbles on my face. Come on. I could get my life together in 5 seconds. Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to, this is the launch party of AsiaDIY's. I'm Asia, and we're here for the celebration of my YouTube channel. So I want to start off saying that I pray everyone's healthy, well, under the current circumstances and staying safe. I know everyone's going through a tough time, but we're going to get through it. This isn't it, and this won't be it. Okay, so moving on. I wanted to open the floor up to suggestions and comments from you guys. So if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please write them in that chat box down there, and I will answer them live here. I do have a couple questions already waiting to be answered, so I'm going to pull out those while I wait for some questions for you guys. If you have any, please go ahead. Don't hesitate. Just pop them down below. I'll see it pop up. I know I miss you too. Hi, Miss Vicky. I got bubbles everywhere. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with some questions. I got a couple emails this week in regards to the question and name. So Angela, she asked me, something I would like to understand is my hair grew so fast and long in such a short period. Now, between now and after July 27th, it's slowed down. Sharing ways to enhance my growth of my hair would be nice. So, Angela, so you were asking why your hair grew so fast in such a short period of time. There's a lot of factors there. It's really hard for me to tell you because I can't see you in person, but factors include health. If you're eating well, if you're drinking plenty of water, if you are exercising, if you're taking good care of your hair. If you're not doing these things, then you will lose some, or it won't seem to grow as fast. Also, if you're not retaining your length, if you're not keeping your hair moisturized, if you're not doing trims and things of that nature, your hair will break from the ends up and look like it's not growing. So as long as you're keeping up your hair's health, keeping up its moisture, trims, and just keeping your hands out of it, it should be okay. Oops. Sometimes it's hard to gauge what's going on. It also depends on the season as well. Hello, if you're just joining us, welcome. I'm just answering some questions. So that was Angela. Some ways to enhance the hair growth would be moisturizing, protein treatments, moisture. Our hair is so dry and we really need that moisture on there. Cynthia Adams, Hey, Cynthia. Hey, girl. She asked me what's good for thin edges. Massages. Doing massages for about 10 to 15 seconds daily, putting oil on your fingertips and massaging your area that's affected. You would want to do this at least 2 to 3 times daily. You don't want to, sorry. No, I'm not talking about locks. That was for loose hair. For locks, you get trims really if you're experiencing some breakage at the ends of your hair from rubber bands and things of that nature. You would cut the ends then. But girl, you good. No, that's really for loose hair. That comment was, she has a bush, combable bush. Okay, so Linda, good day, mama. Hey, girl. Will your YouTube show what I can do with my new growth? She has locks. Yes, my YouTube will show you what you can do with your new growth. It will show you a plethora of things. We're going to go through hair care, hair maintenance, products, what to buy, how to buy the right products for you and your hair and your situation. What else? We'll also go over DIYs. I did this backdrop. You can't really see too much, but I did this backdrop. I like to decorate, so we'll be doing all sorts of creative things on my channel. Very eclectic. All right, Naima, what's the best non-build-up conditioner for your locks? You don't want to use anything too thick for your locks. Thinking consistency like Greek yogurt. If it's too thick, that's very thick. If I flip my hand over, it probably won't fall. So that's a very thick product. If I rub that into my locks, it's going to take a very long time to rinse it out. So you just want to make sure it's not too thick of a product. You can look at the ingredients list. I definitely recommend whenever you're buying product, look at the ingredients, what's in it, because that will tell you if it's good or not. Hello, everybody that's just joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so good to see all of you. Thank you. She said my hair looks fabulous. Thanks, Joyce. Okay. Next, Alexis. I have a bad habit of trying to get rid of my split ends by splitting them. Am I helping or hurting my hair? And what are my options? So she's telling me she has a bush. This is combable hair, not locks. And she's splitting the ends of her locks, of her loose hair. This is not healthy. You do not want to do that. It will cause more damage, more breakage, and you want not to do that. Trims are very important when it comes to loose hair. You have to get them on a regular, I would say at least on a quarterly basis. So that's about every 3 or 4 weeks you want to do a trim. But you don't want to split them. That's not helping. That's hurting. You're speeding up the deterioration of your hair by splitting the hair open. You're actually exposing all of the goodies in the center of your hair. Hey, sorry. Yeah, there was a mix-up with the party. I do not have 1,000 subscribers, so we're working on that. Please, after this, go to my YouTube, and I'm going to premiere a new video up there. All right, next question. Rhonda, I moisturize my hair with water, and none of my styles are lasting. What can I do? I do not suggest moisturizing any part of your body with water. Water does not moisturize your body, your hair, your lips. It does internally if you're drinking it, but if you're physically rubbing it onto your body, it will open up the pores. It will open up the follicle to allow for better absorption of your product. But if you're just putting water on your hair and letting it air dry, that's like washing, taking a shower and leaving out the shower, not putting on lotion. If you don't do that, your body's going to be pretty ashy. So the same thing goes for your hair. It won't be ashy in that sense. It could look dry, yes, but you want to moisturize the hair after each shampoo. And I would moisturize with shea butter. Shea butter is the best moisturizer ever. I use it on all my clients, no matter who they are. I do vary on how much of the product I use, because it's really about feel, and you don't want to just throw a bunch of product in someone's hair and it not be for them. But shea butter is the best moisturizer, I find. You can also do deep conditions to help encourage moisture, as well as steam treatments, anything to help infuse that moisture. All right, next. Oh, sorry. Let me just reading off of this list, but please, if you have questions, please ask right down there in the chat. I will answer them when I see them pop up. Welcome, 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 everybody. It's so good to see all of you. My daughter has incredibly thick hair. It takes, okay, Naima just asked me a question. My daughter has long and thick hair. It takes me 4 hours end to end to wash and style. That's a long time. Apart from locking or cutting it, how can I cut my time in half? I usually do a flat twist or cornrow style. How to cut your time in half. I would start with how often you're doing her hair. If you're waiting very long periods in between doing her hair, combing it out and detangling it, it will be much more difficult to do. So doing her hair in a more frequent basis, that would be maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks. It does seem like a lot, but if you do very large, if you do very large styles, you can do some really cute styles with large cornrows, large flat twists, large two-strand twists, and you would pin them away. So if you do those things, that would help to work a little easier with her hair. I would also encourage deep conditions, keeping her hair moisturized and soft, because it's easier to detangle when it's moisturized and soft. Otherwise, it mats up a lot quicker. Yes, but 4 hours, wow. And patience, time, practice, all of that good stuff. But yeah, I would just be patient with yourself and her and work through it. But definitely detangle, I'd say at least 2 weeks to help with that, so it's not so much to do. All right, any other questions up here? Janice, hey girl, how should I treat dry and itchy scalp? Okay, I suffer from dry and itchy scalp myself. I get dandruff, which is, but facts. So, all right, another question. Yeah, so for a dry and itchy scalp, I would start with a medicated shampoo, medicated treatment. You want to medicate the scalp. I like, let's see, T-gel's a good one. Head and Shoulders is another good one. But things with ketoconazole, that's the active ingredient that will help subdue the itching and dryness of the scalp. So that's the main ingredient for shampoos I would look at. Next, conditioners. They also have conditioners that are medicated and will treat your skin and scalp. After that, I would also do a hot oil treatment, because moisture, moisture, moisture. When it's dry, it's dry. So you want to just make sure you keep consistent with moisturizing your skin and scalp. It will not stop. It's just like your skin. Your skin will never not be dry. It's just it's an organ that absorbs things. So with that in mind, you would have to keep up with this on a consistent basis, just doing treatments to help subdue the itching. You also want to moisturize your scalp at least 2 to 3 times a week. So I would take some oil and just go through the parts, or part your actual hair if you have a bush, and grease and oil your scalp. Yeah, I like things that are natural. The more natural, the better. The more you can understand the products, the better. the more they have these really long chemicalized words, you want to be careful of, cautious of. If you don't understand anything, Google it. But olive oil is always good. Safflower oil, that's high in vitamin E. So you've got some options, but do your research, see what works for you, see if you're allergic to anything. Some people are allergic to almond oil, so that's not an option. But work, patience, time, it'll improve. Okay, I got another question. Let's see. From Janice. Hey, Janice. I miss all of my clients. Tips are needed for overall maintenance during this pandemic. Shampoo, conditioning, and trimming my ends. Okay, so overall maintenance. When it comes to shampoo, you want to get the most moisturizing shampoo you can. I like black lines or lines geared towards African American hair, if that's what you have. I'm assuming everyone on here, but if not, that's okay. But yes, look at the ingredients. You want to make sure it says moisturizing on the label. You want to read the ingredients. Like I said, I like African American lines because we have very dry hair. So I like Talia Wajid, Jane Carter, Main Choice, TGIN. There's so many brands, and they're coming out with more daily. So you do want to be on the lookout for that. But it's really trial and error to find out which brand you like. Paul Mitchell's also a good brand as well. But yeah, moisture, 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 moisture. With the conditioner, same thing. Moisture, 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 moisture. So moisturizing shampoo, moisturizing conditioner. I then follow up with a leave-in. And then you would follow with your shea butter and style your hair. As far as the trim, you can do a mini trim. You do want to use shears that are only allocated to doing your hair. If you use shears that you would do a project with or cut paper with, they could be dull and damage your hair further. So that's one. Starting with, get a fresh pair of shears if you don't have one. Then I would 2-strand twist the hair all the way through. You could do medium, large twist, and you pull the hair all the way to the end, and you would clip off just those scraggly, 2 and 3 or 4 strands there that you would just clip here, if you feel comfortable. If not, I would encourage doing protein treatments because that will help seal, enrich, and hold that hair together through this pandemic. All right, let's see what else. Crystal, hey cuz, what can I use to, oh thank you, I don't even have on any lashes, I just have on eyeliner. Thanks. Hey cuz, what can I use to stimulate hair growth? Also, what is a great moisturizer to use? My hair is very dry. Okay, so stimulating hair growth. You can do massages on your scalp like this with some oil for about 20 seconds, 2 times a day. I would do it in the morning and evening. That's just to get the blood flowing and invigorate the scalp so that it will encourage hair growth up here. Also also exercising, getting that blood pumping again, because this is all an internal, or this is all an organ and they're all connected. So if you do those things, that helps. Also, taking biotin, like the hair supplement. This is rubbing on me. Taking biotin, like the hair supplement, that will help your hair growth as well. Main Choice has a good biotin treatment that's not too expensive, or biotin pill that's not too expensive. You can do that. So that helps. There's so many brands of biotin pills for you to choose from. So do some research, figure out how much you want to spend. That's an option as well. That'll help your hair grow super fast. Also, retention. I cannot say this enough, because your hair can be growing out this way but breaking off this way. So here you have your hair growing and breaking at the same time. So you do want to make sure you are trimming your hair, keeping consistent with that, because those split ends will keep splitting and create a nice little halo around your little bush, and we don't want that. What else? A great moisturizer. I love shea butter. I can't say that enough. I make my own shea butter. I use shea butter on my skin, on my hair. It's really about Your hair, it's personal to you. You want to touch your hair daily. If my hair feels dry, I'll take some shea butter, pat it on it. If my scalp is dry, I'll put oil on my scalp. Oil does not moisturize your hair. Just saying. Also, doing deep conditions help. Just keeping that hair moisturized. Doing deep conditions, using moisturizing shampoos, all of that's good stuff. All right. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely, Melanie made the comment, Naima, you want to keep her hair wet when you're detangling her hair, because when it's dry, that also makes it harder. You can also keep conditioner in her hair and comb it out as well, if that helps too. All right, Miss T. Hey, Miss T. My hair is broken off in the middle of my head in 2 spots. A beauty supply store suggested using a protein pack. What is your suggestion? Okay, so it depends on what type of breakage we're talking about. Are you talking about breakage like to the scalp, like it's bare, like bald, like the back of your hand? Or do you have some little length hair up there and it just broke off from the end? There's 2 things there. If it's internal, if it's internal, you want to make sure you're keeping up your health, because like I said, this is an all connected, and if something is off, the first thing you'll see is something physically, whether it's your skin, your nails, or your hair. So I would, figure out which one it is. Is it internal or external? If it's external, that means moisturizing treatments, that means protein treatments, making your hair stronger, doing those massages like we talked about, and taking biotin to help encourage your hair growth. What else? As well as keeping your hands out of your hair. That's the best thing. Our hair hates it when we are in our hair. We do too much. We're always in our hair. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Put it away, moisturize it, and put it away. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just getting here, welcome to the launch party. All right. Karen asks, what protein treatment do you recommend? Okay, I like FOG's brand. That's usually the one I go for. Depending on what you want to do and what type of protein treatment and how intense you want a protein treatment, you can do a 2-step protein treatment, which is the FOG brand. So it comes with a shampoo, the actual protein treatment, and conditioner. So that's an option. You can also use conditioners that have protein already in it. So depending on how intense of a treatment you're wanting to get, you can choose the first option or the second. But I do like FOG. As far as conditioners with protein, you would want to look at the label. They usually have them right on the front of the label saying protein enriched conditioner, something like that. Let's see. Oh, thank you. I try. I put on makeup. It's been a minute. All right. Hey, Asia, looking good as always. My daughter has dandruff. What can I do to stop it? All right, Sherry. Hey, girl. Hey. As far as dandruff, there's nothing that you can treat dandruff, but it won't stop. Even when you get to a good place where it seems like it stopped, if you stop doing your treatments, the dandruff will come back. So main thing is consistency. Also, dry skin is a note that you may be dehydrated. So number 1, is she drinking water? Number 2, I would use medicated shampoos, medicated conditioners. Ketoconazole is the active ingredient in the shampoo for medicated shampoos. I like T-gel. What else? Yeah, T-gel is one, and Nezerol is another one. That's really good, and that's sold at CVS. But yes, consistency is key. You can also do hot oil treatments to help moisturize the skin and keep up with it. I would do this bi-weekly, if not more often if it's really bad. I have a little length hair. Okay, so it sounds like it's growing, but it's just breaking. So you do want, this is the rest again with the breakage. So I would recommend doing the protein treatments, moisturizing your hair, doing protein treatments, doing everything you can to strengthen your hair, keeping it moisturized and keeping your hands out of it. Oftentimes we are touching our hair and we don't realize it. We're sitting on the phone and we're doing all this, or we're watching TV and we're doing all this. Leave it alone. Put a scarf on. Stop touching it if you can. That may be it. I've even had clients tell people, tell your friends, hey, I'm having a really hard time keeping my hands out of my hair. Could you tell me when I'm touching my hair? And sometimes you don't even realize how much you touch your hair until someone's like, hey, you keep doing that. So just be aware of how much you're touching your hair. Keep up with your treatments and consistency. I cannot say that enough. Even if it does fix, there's always a possibility of it coming back because it happened. It's your body. It's almost like a allergy. You know, it's seasonal. It happens. It will come back. And then all we do is treat. That's all you can do. Is this the same for my beard? Yeah, it is. Your beard gets dry. It's natural hair. You do want to keep it moisturized. You do want to do protein treatments and deep conditions on your beard. Put a little cap on there. I don't have a beard, but put a little cap on there. Walk around for about 30-40 minutes. Good as gold. How often can you deep condition your hair? Joy. I think I said that right. Hi, Joy. You can deep condition your hair every time you shampoo your hair, and that means about bi-weekly. You don't want to shampoo your hair weekly because that's too much. Your natural hair builds up natural oils, and they need those natural oils to be healthy. If you're not letting those oils build up and you're shampooing your hair too fast, too frequent, then your hair will remain dry because it's never given the opportunity to breathe, to build those oils, and for you to treat and do your job. So yes, deep conditions can be bi-weekly. They can be every time you shampoo your hair. That's not an issue. Protein treatments, you don't want to do that often unless you're having an issue. My hair is shedding. I'm rubbing my fingers through it and it's just in my hands. What do? Protein treatments. And you're doing bi-weekly, weekly, whatever you need to do to stop that shedding. But if you're not experiencing that, you don't need to do that. Protein treatments is good to do at least, let's say, once bi-monthly, not bi-weekly. All right. How are you dealing with COVID stress these days, Melanie? It's up and down. It's up and down. I have good days. I have bad days. I'm sure everyone's going through something, as well as I. For my small business, it's been really hurt. Not a lot of banks are allowing me to apply for these loans and assistances. So it's basically up in the air. I'm waiting to hear word. It's been going on 2 months now. Just trying to pray, meditate, stay focused. We got plenty to do. And that's why we started this YouTube, to get some positive energy, put some positive energy out there, and share my knowledge with you guys. Okay. Do you suggest doing protein treatments after every color session? It really depends. This was Tarsa. Do I suggest doing protein treatments after every color session? It really depends on the person and what's going on with their hair. Ideally, I think it's a good idea. It doesn't hurt because you wouldn't be dyeing your hair, preferably monthly. You know, you would be doing that once every maybe 4 or 6 months. So in that case, yeah, I think it's a good idea to do protein treatments. If you're just doing a rinse or a semi, something you don't have to lift your hair and lighten it for, causing damage, causing breakage, then you wouldn't necessarily need to do a protein treatment. But if you're lifting your hair, you're coloring your hair, you're making it brighter, it does need to be nourished. Definitely protein treatment. If not that, must deep condition. Or you can do a deep condition with the protein in it. But the best thing to do would be a protein treatment. How can we as loyal customers help you, Karen, during this time? I need some oil. Can I order from you? Yes, if you are a client, yes. I'm offering products through Cash App. You can pay me through Cash App on AsiaDIY88 on Cash App for any products that you would like to pick up. I'm also offering door pickup, so we don't have to engage, but I will leave a little note in there for you. Yes, and the souffle girl, yes, everything. Come through. I got you. All right, this is going on for about 30 minutes. I'm going to answer a couple more questions. If you have any, this is almost the lightning round. Go ahead and put them down there. I'm going to read through. Travis said, my hair is always dry. What can I do to stop this? Moisture, consistency, deep conditions, shea butter, leave-in conditioners, moisture. What else? Lisa, my daughter is super tender-headed to where it's hard for me to detangle her hair. Is there anything that will help? Keeping her hair wet when you detangle it, much like Naima's comment or question, keeping her hair wet when you're detangling, using conditioners to detangle her hair, a big tooth comb. You don't want to use a small tooth comb because that'll just rip at the hair. What shears do you recommend I need to trim? You would want to get some shears from, I want to say, what's open? CVS may have some shears. You don't really need to spend $1 million on them. You can if you want to. You can spend as much as $200 to $500 on some shears, but you can also get $10 ones from the beauty supply if you find one open. I believe CVS may have shears, as well as maybe Walmart because they have hair products as well. But check those and be careful. Only use them for your hair. Don't use them for projects or anything else because it'll damage your hair. The souffle has shea butter, right, Augustina? Yes, it's nothing but shea butter. It's shea butter and oil. I use the oil to whip up the shea butter, make it creamy, you know, and just easy to use. Okay, do not feel comfortable doing it myself. I completely understand. If you don't feel comfortable, I would just keep up the deep conditions and protein treatments to help keep the hair moisturized and healthy. Like I said, you can do some big 2-strand twist and just take the ends, the very end. You don't have to cut all the way up here. That's not a trim. Just the very end here, and you can even push it to as far as your finger if you're really scared to cut your hair. Okay. Tarsa, do you suggest adding moisturizer or oil after moistening the hair first? If I'm understanding you correct, after you shampoo your hair, you should always, after you shampoo and conditioner your hair, you should always moisturize your hair. There's never a point where you don't moisturize your hair. You also want to moisturize your hair when it's not wet. I feel my hair pretty often, and if it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and pat some product in there. But yes, I would definitely moisturize and oil your hair after you're moistening your hair. And there's also another way I can interpret that. Did she say? Okay. If I can apply shea butter and oil to my hair topically. That means with my hair dry. And you can also apply your hair, shea butter and oils to your hair with it wet. Wet definitely after you shampoo. If you're doing maintenance, if you're doing touch-ups, if you're combing your hair, you do want it to detangle easily. But if you, let's see. Oh, hey guys. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, so you definitely, I mean, in between shampoos, you want to touch your hair as frequent as you can. I mean, not always, but once in the morning, once in the evening, touch your hair. Is it dry? Is it moisturized? If it's not, go ahead and do that. And you can do that about 2 times a day if needed. But typically, I moisturize and condition moisturize and my scalp and hair about 2 times a week. But it's really personal to you, your situation. Some people have drier skin, so they need it more often. Some people don't, so they don't need it as much. Co-washes, let's see, am I skipping? Okay, Tarsa said Super Beauty in Landover is open. Okay, cool. If you call and place an order, they'll deliver. Good to know. Oh, I miss everyone. It's so good to see you on here. I'm just gonna answer these last 2 questions. 3. And then we'll go ahead and close out. So Tarsa said, what about in between your shampoo days as far as moisturizing your hair? So meaning, should I spray with water first and then moisturize in between my shampoo days? It really depends on what the goal is here. Whenever you wet your hair, it's going to frizz up. Whenever you wet your hair, I'm coming to you, Karen. Whenever you wet your hair, it's going to frizz up. So if I am getting ready to touch up my hair, I would wet it. If I'm getting ready to detangle my hair, I would wet it. But if I want my style to last, I'm not going to wet my hair. I'm just going to put it on topically. That means dry. Just like you would lotion on your body. You don't always jump in the shower to put lotion on. So it's really as needed. And you want to moisturize your hair and scalp, like I said, about 2 to 3 times a week. All right, what about co-washes? Karen said. Karen, co-washes are good if you're doing a lot of twist outs, if you're using a lot of product in your hair daily, and you want to rinse that out and comb your hair, detangle your hair. And that's maybe about in a 3-4 day, possibly week time frame. If you're waiting about 2 weeks to 3 weeks to a month, then you would want some shampoo. You need some soap up in there because bacteria grows, multiplies, your skin will break out. It's not a pretty thing. So you do want to shampoo your hair 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, possibly month. You can stretch it to maybe even 2 months if you're that person. But you don't want to replace co-washes for shampoo. It won't do the same thing. You need some shampoo at the end of the day. If you replace co-washing with shampoo, you're just throwing conditioner basically in your hair every time you think you're shampooing your hair. So nothing's really cleansing, rinsing, and removing the bacteria. You're just kind of working on top of it. Something to think about. So it's really dependent on what you're doing to your hair. For my Loc clients, co-washes, no. But for loose hair, if you're doing twist outs, braid outs, flat twist outs, anything with your hair loose in a crinkly style, and you're using a lot of product daily that you want to rinse out and you want to comb your hair again so you can retwist your hair, reapply product, and take it out again the next day, then co-wash would be for you. Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me for this party. You can't even see these bubbles coming out, but it's garbage. Anyway, so I have, we have a new video coming out, first video on my YouTube page on AsiaDIY. Once we click out of here, please, I know I got a lot, isn't that cute? Once we click out of here, please go to my YouTube page, click like, subscribe, come see me, come back. We'll probably do more of these. Oh, beautiful. How often will you be doing these sessions? I'm not sure, but that's maybe something that I would, yes, it's a party. That's maybe something I would, think about doing more often. Please let me know if you want to see more. First video. Check it out. Thanks for coming. Oh, don't you want a cupcake? Thank you. Yeah, it's a real cupcake. Doesn't it look pretty? All right, guys. That's so bad. I'm about to. So, thank you for coming to the live launch party of AsiaDIY. Yes, thank you for coming. If you have any comments, questions, please send me a message directly. If you want to know more, do more, hit me up. Love you all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, AsiaDIY. Okay? Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for coming. Hello, all you gorgeous people on Facebook watching. Hi, welcome back to Tangled Roots Facebook. I just wanted to come on here and say thank you, give you a big thank you for coming out last night and making last night a huge success. I had so many views on there, so many questions, so many comments, so many suggestions. It's really going to help out the DIY channel. Don't forget to check out AsiaDIY on YouTube if you have. Check that out. If you missed last night's party, it's not too late to watch it. You can still go back and watch it. If you're on Tangled Roots Facebook page right now, you can just scroll up and you'll see the launch party. It's the next posted video after this one. Thank you. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for watching last night. Come back. We'll do more. I had so many suggestions and comments. We will be doing more live videos. I'm working on those as to a schedule and when we will get that on and popping. I will send that out to you. And I am posting videos weekly on YouTube Wednesdays at 9 p.m. So be sure to check that out when you want to get a good look at what we're going on. So have a good evening. Ramadan Mubarak if you celebrate, and have a great evening. Bye, guys. This why it good night.